Welcome to Q&A number 17. Yeah, that's right, 17. Here at the Unlimited YouTube channel and Facebook group page. Originally, this Q&A was supposed to be number 16, but, well, you know, shit happens. You want questions answered in a future Q&A video. Information on how to do so, it will be in the description box below and in the description posted along with this video on the Facebook page. Originally, this was supposed to be Q&A 16, but, you know, life gets in the way sometimes. So, this Q&A will be all about Sting, because, you know, making his return to WWE, you gotta do something about him. So, why the fuck not? This Q&A is about Sting. Next Q&A will be on Tuesday. So, let's get started with this Sting-themed Q&A, and start it off with Levi Banks. Did you notice that he is in 97 body condition? That dude's been hitting the gym, no? I wouldn't go so far as to say he's in 1997 body condition, but he definitely is in really good shape. Better shape than he's been in a long time. I even thought that when I watched WrestleMania 31. I really thought that he was in better body condition than he's been in years. So, yeah, he's definitely been in better body condition. I wouldn't go so far as to say 97, but he's doing pretty well for himself. David James Rollinger, who do you think will win between Sting and Seth Rollins in the championship match? If it's not Seth Rollins, I'll cry. Sting has no business winning the match. It's ridiculous. Very ridiculous. Thomas Capel, what's your favorite version of Sting? Well, it's probably Crow Sting, probably from 1997. Yeah, from the 1997 Crow Sting when he remained silent the entire time, even the late 96 version. I liked Surfer Sting a lot, but I think Crow Sting is what put Sting even higher than he already was. Where would you rank him in a best for all time? Top 5? No, not top 5. He would definitely be in the top 20. I don't think he's in my top 5. Do you think he's in better shape than The Undertaker? I guess you could say that, but that's not really saying that much. I mean, sure, Undertaker is not in the greatest of shape, but neither is Sting, but yeah, I guess you could say Sting is in better shape than Undertaker, but again, that's not really saying much. Andrew Kirk Burton, will Sting be the next WWE champion again? No. This match, while I understand why it's happening, it should only happen for one purpose, and that is for Seth Rollins to get a victory over somebody bigger, like a bigger star. So, yeah, it's fine that this match is happening, but I don't see Sting winning at all. That'd be kind of stupid, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Matthew Mullins. Same exact question, so I'm just going to ignore it. Walter Main, any chance Sting... Oh my god, same exact question. Next question, who is Sting's greatest opponent? Hogan's up there. Flair's up there. Foley's up there. And I'll throw some TNA ones in there. Kurt's up there, Kurt Angle, and AJ Styles. They're both up there too. What is Sting's best match? That match with Hogan at Starrcade 97. Should Sting have had longer WCW title reigns in 1997 and 1999? 1997... I don't think well, let me rephrase that. 1999, I don't think a longer title reign would have hurt. It's better than a lot of the crap that they did in 1999. 1997, no. I understand why the title reign was so short. They wanted to build up to him finally winning the championship at the end of the year, so that kind of made sense. Was Sting's TNA run a mistake for him? It was a mistake for his wallet, but it still got him primetime recognition. It still got him exposure from a big-time wrestling company, so I don't think that hurt him. You know, it kind of put him back on the map after he left WCW. So, in terms of that, I don't think it was a mistake for him. I think in terms of his bank account and his wallet, that was a big mistake for him. Why would you go to TNA? You know, if you were looking for money, why the fuck would you go to TNA? Like, go to WWE. It's like, swallow your pride and go to the fucking WWE. Just do it. If Sting never feuded with Mick Foley in WCW, would Foley have ever made it to the WWF? Yes. I think Foley could have gotten himself over without Sting, although Sting did help him. Sting really did help him. Their matches were really good. But I think that Mick Foley coming to the WWF at the time was in the works already. But Sting helping Mick Foley definitely did help him really well. Biggest Sting dream match other than Taker, it's still Taker. Still Taker. I couldn't give you another guy that Sting could face other than The Undertaker. It's just a sad shame that this match should have happened many years ago, especially at a WrestleMania. And looking at it now, it's like, if this match happens at WrestleMania if this match doesn't happen at WrestleMania 32, the match is not going to happen at all. And that's really sad. And if this match does not happen at WrestleMania 32, that will be one of those matches that the WWE is going to look back at and slap themselves in the fucking face. You know, it's like having Cena versus The Undertaker at a WrestleMania, especially with the streak on the line. That's one match WWE is going to look at 20 years from now. He's going to look back at and say, you know what, we fucked up and we should have did that match. And that's the truth. It's the God-honest truth. Sting Undertaker should have happened WrestleMania 25. Although Michaels Taker was great and awesome, should have been something else. But my point is, a Sting Undertaker match at WrestleMania should happen. Undertaker Cena match at WrestleMania should have happened. An Austin versus Hogan match at WrestleMania should have happened. You know, those are three big matches that we haven't seen and we are most likely not going to see ever again. Or at all. Does Sting do a bad sharpshooter? No, originally he didn't. I mean, now it looks kind of shitty because he's up there in age, so he's, you know, pretty much everything he does is limited. Everything he does is going to look sloppier and crappier than it was, you know, back in his WCW and his early TNA days. It's going to look worse, but it's, you know, he doesn't apply a bad sharpshooter. I understand why it can come across as bad, but it's not a bad sharpshooter. Does Sting do the best reverse DDT? I mean, it's a reverse DDT, so you can't really fuck that up. But yeah, I guess by default he does the best one since he's really the only one that does it. I think the only guy who did it full time was Christian, but I think that was about it. Yeah, I guess he does the best reverse DDT in the business. Will Sting ever win a WWE match? God. God, I hope so. I just hope that it's not the match that's going to happen at Night of Champions. Favorite Sting match in TNA? This comes from Brian Culinary. Oh, God. I think everything past 2010 was terrible. I think that his best match would probably be with Angle. Anything that he did with Angle was really good. And I think that the stuff he did with AJ Styles in 2009 was pretty good. So yeah, those are two guys. Alec Costival, Sting Taker, WrestleMania 32. Hopefully. If you want to put 110,000 asses in those seats, Sting versus The Undertaker needs to be on the card, needs to main event. It's very, very fucking simple. Period. That's the one match that you book for the card, and you said, that's our main event, and now we work backwards from here. That's what needs to happen. Favorite stage of Sting? If you're talking about, like, favorite character, Crow Sting in 1997 would still be my favorite. Wood Bat or Metal Bat? I guess the Wood Bat, I don't know. Sting against or in the NWO against? against. I think that a lot of what he did against the NWO was really good. I thought that him in the NWO was stupid. Then again, I thought a majority of the NWO storyline was stupid, especially past 1996. So, yeah, Sting against the NWO was a hell of a lot better. I think that if Sting was the original guy to join the NWO other than Hogan, that also could have worked tremendously well. But I don't think Sting in the NWO was good at all. Do you believe that throughout his career, Sting has been misused or underused? No, not really, no. I mean, in the WWE so far, yes. Because he's probably bound to lose every fucking match he wrestles in. No, I don't think he's misused at all or underused in his career. I mean, he was the top guy of WCW throughout its entire history. And in TNA, he was a main event star pretty much his entire TNA run. So no, I don't think that he was misused or he was underused. In fact, should be a compliment of what happened with Sting in WCW and TNA. It should be fucking... He was a main event star in TNA. He was a main event star in WCW, so... No, I don't think he was misused or underused at all. In WWE, so far, he has, though. Scale of 1 to 10, how shocked were you when Sting was under the cover? Well, it was a 9. You know, I was surprised. I knew that there was a big return expected, and I thought that if it wasn't Sting, maybe it was going to be Batista, and I thought that could have worked in story. But yeah, I was shocked when Sting came out. Was that the best Raw in a long time? I don't know. Haven't watched the full episode. The only part I watched was the end when Sting came out. That was the only part of Raw I watched. Haven't watched a full episode of Raw in years. So, you know. There goes that. And Tyler Harper finishes the Q&A off with a fantastic question. How terrible was Joker Sting? The biggest abortion of a character, of any of Sting's characters in his career. Stupid, ridiculous, bullshit. Yep, that was it. Joker Sting was awful. You know, I get that you're trying to be creative with him. You know, whatever. You can do a lot more things than ultimately having him play the fucking Joker. I think that was stupid. Really, really stupid. Thanks again for submitting your questions for Q&A number 17. Q&A number 18 hopefully will take place this Tuesday. And there's no theme. Just ask whatever the fuck you want. Alright, thanks.